live on the WBRS.org site, and the phone number will be on the site. You can call in. We could try to patch it through. Although somebody's phone doesn't like to work. Friend of yours, consultant?
I think it's a studio phone.
I think it's a studio phone.
The studio phone is
Your studio phone has
Issues?
mental issues, but you know, or it's the people. I don't know.
we had some people called in and made some attempts. I thought it was gonna work. We actually heard people. We could hear their voice, right?
Yeah,
But they
we
can't
couldn't
hear us.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit better than before.
Yeah, before I couldn't get anybody. Now
Yes.
we can get everybody. Just nobody can
Really
hear us.
quick, it makes you wonder if other shows have call-ins and have the same issues,
Well, the one that was in last week before us
had issues.
had issues.
How does the university not know about it?
Beats me. And speaking of you, consultants. Speaking of you.
Speaking of me,
Yes, speaking of you, Mr. Cross cannot stop glowering at your picture. He cannot stop boasting to all three of his friends, saying that he's going to beat you to a bloody pulp. He's going to make you submit or pass out.
well, you see, the difference between me and Cross, he's all talk. Simple as that. All talk, no action. Until me and him settle our differences, he will continue to be all talk.
Well, he told me he's got something very special and planned for you
Really?
come the barbecue event. I myself am looking forward to see what it is.
You can tell him, bring it on.
I knew you would say that, so I pretty much told him that, and he says, anytime, any place, pal. Those are his words, not mine.
Barbecue's good enough.
Sounds good to me, I guess. We'll just have to wait and see what he has in store for Mr. Fuzi, the consultant.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I myself am looking forward to this.
I am too now.
And now we can see, I think Mr. Fuzi was afraid before.
Not now, afraid.
This guy's afraid of his own shadow, I think.
Yeah, I'm afraid of my own shadow, but Mr. Cross is.
There it is. Oh, sorry. Hey, you know what? We almost threw out those people in the radio show that were in our time slot. They were supposed to be on
Oh,
Tuesday. Oh, I can explain this. I did want to talk. I did want to
Bring that up.
You reminded me.
Yep.
I did want to talk about that a little bit because they were in there. I go, just Krymzon. We can I could do it. So I could make it so we don't have to show up here anymore. But I don't think that was a good thing because then we don't. Then we'll be just doing this talk show. We'll be down to one show. But that I tried to. We're about to leave, right? Then they're almost done. We figured out they were almost done. So that, then they talked. They were sorry. They show respect for the commissioner in training and Mr. Krymzon and Mr. Fuzi and Pablo Pick. We had everyone there. So we had everyone there. So.
Exactly.
I was thinking that well, it'd be a waste of time if we just show up there and do nothing and we left. We did wait for a while. We had some patience. To remind you, not much of it. We had some patience. We tried to wait.
An hour's worth.
And we realized now, well, they were nice about it afterwards. That we did get some information on that wrestling's big in India. That's a
Yeah,
that's a
wrestling
possibility.
is huge in India, from what I understand.
Hey, I can we can take a flight over there if we have to. Yo,
Exactly.
that's good. That's good to remember. That's something that hey, if we can't make it here, we'll go to India. Hey, Indian belt, I don't care. Indian title,
A
Right.
title's a title.
they don't know how old I am. I'll just show up.
There
Hey,
you go.
I'll just say I'll just take a big chance. Say yeah, I want a title shot. Let's see what happens. It could be a bad decision. I could get a really more severe beating than if I try to get a title shot here in the States. But
You could face a guy like Kali, though.
That's
oh yeah.
exactly what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, by the way, you know who the champ is, right? I think you know this guy.
Yeah, I think so.
And maybe the Pharaoh will be out there too, I don't know.
Oh, man.
The Pharaoh will be
Please.
outside the ring.
He's still very active.
Yeah.
I've seen him show up on many posters from a lot of places.
That's good.
He's still very active, and I think he's actually champ someplace, and I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, he actually, believe it or not, seeing as how I know both the Pharaoh and the Sheik, not the Sheik that you know, but
Oh,
there's
yeah.
another Sheik,
Yeah.
one that I used to manage down in Rhode Island. They both wrestled for
Oh,
the
yeah.
heavyweight championship. and the promos cut by the Sheik. Hilarious to watch. This guy was in the Middle Eastern military. He knows all kinds of fighting. I don't even know what even became of the match. I'm assuming probably the Pharaoh probably got the better of him. But yeah, to see guys that you and I know
Yep.
go at it one-on-one must have been some sight. Because the Pharaoh, as we know, is 7 feet, rounds off the 7-foot mark, or pretty close to it. And, right, the Sheik that I know, I can't remember what his full name is, and I do apologize for that. He stands around 5'7", about 200. Hi.
5'7", 200 something.
200, 250, 260 pounds.
Yep.
That one itself makes a good match.
Yep.
But I'm sure they'll meet each other again in the ring at some point, and I can't remember where they go. Dennis.
Try to do one ear at a time. That's
That's quite all right.
It makes it look like I'm listening, you know, like as I'm
Exactly.
doing my thing there, do maybe a little spasms, little bleeding the coffee of that. But
You taking your medication today, sir? Nope.
not yet. Probably after I get home.
Twisted juice.
Medication for the morning is large amount of caffeine, and then later on I take my meds.
That works.
It's not those kind of meds, so you know. The thyroid meds.
Absolutely.
So I do have at least one bit of information of what's been going on to WWE.
Okay.
Actually, there is a superstar who just announced his retirement from in-ring performance.
Don't tell me it's CM Punk, because he's already announced that.
Well,
retirement
no,
many
it's not CM
times.
Punk. Can you take a guess?
So
It was someone that was just on the
Trivia.
current roster.
So it's on the current roster? Not Christian.
No,
Well, Undertaker, right?
no, that's him.
Undertaker's supposed to retire or no?
I think he's already gone, actually.
Kane?
Santino Marella.
Santino Marella has announced his retirement from
Why?
in-ring
Because
action.
he said that he's been having problems with his neck, and that he just can't do it anymore. So he's retired.
Well, that's because Vince underutilized him.
Extremely.
He was much more talented than
And should have had more than, one Intercontinental,
title reign, exactly.
but yeah, Santino
And
is...
He was one of my
You-
favorites.
You know what's funny? You know what's kind of ironic about this? He was with Emma, the woman who was caught shoplifting an
it was
iPod
the
case.
iPod phone, a $21 iPod phone case.
Yeah, an iPhone case. They got rid of her, they reinstated her, and then she retires.
She retired?
Yeah, she's gone too, again.
I did not hear that part.
Yeah, and now
I knew about the
Santino,
reinstate.
and now Santino, oh yeah, after that, she just decided to hang it up.
Okay.
Maybe they get married or something, I don't know. Maybe they get,
That's what I'm thinking. There might be an actual relationship going on between Santino and Emma.
Yeah.
Dude, if that was the case, I'd be like, which please?
They wanted her to work that. There's talk in the WWF chat room, and that's what it's called, the WWF chat room.
On Facebook.
Facebook. There's talk. I don't know if these people actually read anything or if they just ignore it, because they're
They
talking
read
about.
TMZ.
Of course. They're talking about having her do the kleptomaniac thing as part of her gimmick. And of course, a friend of mine, Revelation, posted this. What do you think? He put, what do you think at the end? And all I could respond to that was, Crime Time. Remember them?
Yeah.
Look how that went.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got some likes on it, but I don't think anything was said after that.
I think it kind of glorifies
Thievery.
wrongdoing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean-
really don't like that.
Crime Time used to steal from people at the arena. You know, they steal something from They stole food from Vince McMahon or something like that. Or
they stole
stole-
food from
It's so-
Viscera. They stole the meds from, what's the name,
Oh, who was it?
stole the meds. The whole thing of meds.
I can't remember who it was, but yeah, they stole meds, they stole food, they stole cars, and look where they ended up.
In jail.
JTG's the
Oh,
only
no,
one on the
no.
roster.
Oh, in jail.
Shad is gone. I don't know where Shad went.
No idea.
Shad left, and they want to relive. They want to rehash. The people want to see this rehashed.
Mm.
That'll destroy Emma. That would destroy her if that was ever to happen. But like I said, the last I read, that she decided to hang it up.
Well then.
WWE Network has now given a no strings attached free trial, which means no credit card needed, no nothing. They're offering a free trial to anyone who doesn't have it. I don't know how long the free trial is for. I just got a text on it earlier today. But anybody who's interested in trying it, I guess you can go to WWE.com and check it out. No strings attached. I'm assuming they're going to probably bill you after the fact,
Yep.
because that's the way Vince McMahon runs. He's got to make up his $340 billion loss somehow. You know, Pablo blames Punk for that loss.
You
He
know, a
blames it
lot
for-
of people are trying to say it's Punk.
I think
I
he's in
honestly
part. I think he's in part, but I think Pablo's given him a little too much.
Yep.
Too much to blame for that. He tends to forget. I don't know whether it's the smoking that he does, if the smoke is getting into his brain, but he tends to forget it was also bad TV deals that Vince has made, bad deal with the network that he was.
They were expecting,
Oh yeah, he was expecting a lot more to happen than what did. As a matter of fact, it actually went 180 degrees the other way from Mr. McMahon. So he's got to recoup the losses somehow, which, as we have said before, the network will probably go up and will end up going up in price, more than likely.
I think they said it's going to raise by $1.
That dollar, with all the viewers that they get, that dollar adds up quickly.
But better $1 than $20 that they could have easily done.
Yeah, and they could have legally got away with that too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to fix. I wouldn't know how to fix the TV deal.
I don't know
Right?
anything
I
with
mean,
that.
they went. It's funny. He calls his fans. Vince calls his audience the WWE Universe. What was his company that he signed with that runs Sci-Fi, USA, and all a series of other stations? The NBC Universe. So wouldn't he have to owe them money for that? Just for using the universe part of it?
No, if he doesn't have anything that ties it in with their idea of using it with his.
I guess because I guess according to NBC, their universe is their company of stations like MSNBC,
Yeah.
NBC, like I said, Sci-Fi, USA, and I'm sure a long list of others that NBC owns. Like I said, I wouldn't even know how to fix that deal. The only thing I could say is probably go to another network, try to get out of the. Vince can buy his way out of the contract. This is, because he's still got a ton of money for that.
Oh yeah.
He's got to recoup the losses though somehow. Otherwise, his company will just go downhill.
Mm.
It'll fall along the wayside of Impact, which is completely disturbing to watch.
Well, he needs to hire new writers first and foremost. If he
He's to
starts hiring
fire
new
all the ones that he
writers,
has.
Well,
exactly.
He's fired his head writer.
And look.
And he knew nothing about wrestling. That's kind of, that would be like me putting,
Golf.
no, I'm trying to think of somebody else. That would be like me putting Michael Jordan in charge of a wrestling company. I don't think it would work. Or putting Vince McMahon in charge of a football. Oh wait, he did that already.
We don't talk about that. We do not.
I actually liked that XFL, by the way. That XFL was
You'd be
pretty
the
cool.
one in a very short list of people that probably even remember that even happened.
That was actually pretty cool. For those of you who actually remember the XFL, that was good stuff. Oh, and speaking of the XFL, we're going to get a little bit. I don't even think we should talk about this here.
Yeah,
We're not going to talk about it.
that's what we're talking about here.
I just know that one of their former commentators got in some serious trouble over the past week, so we're not going to get into it. I'm not even going to direct it to any specific direction.
Okay.
So, are you gonna talk about that on the radio show, or are you just?
I don't
gonna
know if we
dismiss it?
should or not.
Oh, okay.
We could probably
We'll
get in
discuss
trouble.
after.
Yeah, we're gonna
We'll
discuss
have a meeting
that.
with the board. See
Um,
what's good. See what.
But the widow knows exactly who I'm referring to. But that's another story. Anyway, moving on, we talked about the network.
Yes.
And how Santino's retired. Of all the guys to announce retirement, why Santino Morel?
Why?
Better question.
Why?
Why not
Why? Oh, sorry.
Why? Why not sooner?
sooner? Just saying, I mean,
Santino
they
had
weren't using him ever.
Santino in his
Part-time.
worst day.
Santina,
Yeah, Santina in their worst day.
well, better than Cena.
I swear Santina was John Cena in drag.
No, it's just John Cena.
Would that be Sancina? Sorry.
That was good. I like that. I think it's kind of a screwy way to kick off SummerSlam though,
Mm.
to have him go against Brock Lesnar. So they kind of giving it away already. I'm hoping it doesn't go that way. I hope to see Roman Reigns.
Because I'm tired of seeing, Lesnar somehow lose to Magical Man and then.
The man who kicks out after 2
Yep.
knows 5 moves, try to
so he
six
can
and
beat
herself.
the Phenom at WrestleMania and conquer his undefeated streak, but he can't beat a Fruity Pebble. What is wrong with this picture?
I don't know.
I like Cocoa Pebbles better.
An icon gets beaten by a beast, but a Fruity Pebble gets. A Fruity Pebble stomps out a beast. How do you figure that? Are you trying to tell me Fruity Pebbles outbeats the beast?
Apparently.
And for people who
Too
don't
fruity.
know what that's all about, check the backs of your boxes of Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles at your local grocery store.
I'm trying to figure out the Cocoa Pebbles reference to this one. I'm sure as soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know. Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Team Cocoa all the way.
Believe me, I'm Team Cocoa all the way. Anything's better than Team Fruity.
Hey, Fruity.
That was kind of scary. Chris looked up.
Count Chocula. Fruity. Fruity. Count
I
Chocula.
heard those
Right?
one.
Frank. Was it Frankenberry?
Frankenberry.
Frankenberry.
And what's the other guy?
Booberry.
Booberry. Booberry. That works out good. What's Popo? The whole
We
store?
don't know what
The
he
whole
is.
store.
He's the Lucky Charms. The marshmallows.
The marshmallow.
Well,
Oh,
he's more like a
Stay Puft,
company.
yeah.
He's more like a
Here he
company
comes!
than
Oh
It's more like a company than a stereo, so we'll just call him Whole Foods. So,
no! Well, all the food, the whole store,
Oh
the
my
whole store,
God.
the whole store.
We need Joe Masters on this show, you know that?
Oh wait a minute, so we gotta talk with the boys about that too.
Yeah, I think the boys got that discussion about
We gotta
this.
think about that one. Hey, he keeps talking these things that come on the show. Haven't seen them once yet.
Haven't gotten a hold of him yet. I gotta get a hold of him.
You don't live in the same place, right?
Yeah, he is.
Oh yes, huh?
Yep.
So we can go
Except he
invade.
just moved upstairs instead of.
We're gonna go
sleeping
invade.
downstairs.
We're gonna invade his former backyard arena.
We could. I don't think he'd care, to be honest with you.